Beautiful. Welcome everyone then. For this one. Let's check what we get. It's gonna be Byzantines for JorDan. DauT's playing with Hindustanis. This is the second out of 3 sets that we're going to have today, of course. The first one being DauT versus MBL, which is already over. And taking a look at the civilizations, starting down the south, JorDan playing with Byzantines will get extra HP, 10, 20, 30, 40% extra HP, right? On the buildings in the Darkfield Castle and Imperial Ages, a 25% discount on Skirm Spear Camel Rider units. Besides that, we also see for JorDan Civilization a 33% discount to go up to the Imperial Age, as well as free Town Watch and Town Patrol. The team bonus will make monks from Byzantines heal units 100% faster. For DauT instead, playing with Hindustanis means that he's gonna get 10, 15, 20, and 25% cheaper villagers in the Darkfield Castle and Imperial Ages, as well as 25% faster attacking camels. Now, that got changed with the latest patch. However, these games were played in the previous patch, so they still have the old balance. They have a few more days to practice until the Grand Melee eventually starts. They get used to the new balance, which I imagine they're going to make use of for the main event. Regardless though, besides that, Hindustanis also get extra armor on Gunpowder units, and for the team bonus is going to give Hindustanis bonus damage from Light Cavalry, Hussar, and and Camel Rider units against villains, 2 bonus damage. So it's great. Exclamation mark DGM for anybody to get more information about the Grand Melee, of course. And actually, that command doesn't really give too much information. It's what they were asking us to include. But if I were them, I probably would have included also the Wikipedia page. This is a $100,000 tournament, LAN event, to take place between the 15th throughout the 17th of this month. So starting in about 5 days. We are right now casting the replacement qualifier, round of 3 stage, which pits 3 players against each other for a ranking to potentially replace some of the players who had made it through this the main qualifier but might not be able to attend the main event, right? And I was saying this earlier, I think it's going to be only 2 players who won the qualifiers but won't be able to attend the LAN in the end, and I think that's Mr. Yo and Winchester. So we're going to see 2 of these 3 players, right, going to fill in. So it's very important for them to perform well over here. One of these guys won't make it into the main event. Given the huge prize pool, it's actually very, very important to not come out last over here. In any case, JorDan's coming in with the Drudge. We saw the militia's approach, DauT's base, and DauT's getting the quick walls up over here. It's gonna be fine. We take a look down south, and JorDan, on the other hand, JorDan's alright as well. It's not too bad, you know, he's getting the walls up as well. But he is taking significantly longer. If you take a look at DauT's going right now to the fuel age. So it's gonna start putting some pressure, probably with the scouts. He's got no gold miners, so it's going to be scouts. He went up on 19 population, so it has to be scouts. And JorDan, on the other hand, JorDan seems to be playing for a Drush FC over here, which is going to require him to get the walls up. And now DauT's got into the fuel age, so Scout's much stronger, and here he comes. Here he comes, gonna try and take the village down, and JorDan manages to get the quick wall up over here just in time. DauT's got the hill advantage over there. Could have tried to take the palisade down, but couldn't do it in the end. And all he's really gonna be able to do at this point in time is just try and keep JorDan from getting the walls up. And you know, with the hill advantage over here, DauT's actually been able to get some good damage down against the villager, but not enough. He's not being able to delay this enough, and it seems like he's going to be trapped in the end to prevent the walls from coming up. But it's actually not really trapped, right? Because JorDan's still left open on the left-hand side. So if DauT does indeed start going for scouts, and he does, and he has the scouts already coming out, here he comes, and the right-hand side is already completely walled up, but the left-hand side is still very much open. It's only a matter of time until DauT realizes about it. It's got to be careful. He's going around with the scouts over here, and Jordan's gotta kind of rush this one, so he's bringing 2 villagers over to get the walls up. You know, up in the north. See the militias go down to DauT's villagers and scouts. Well played. And here comes DauT. Here comes DauT and JorDan. JorDan is trying to get the walls up over here. But he's gotta be careful, man. He's gotta be careful. And the wall! The wall's coming in just now from JorDan and DauT. DauT won't be able to come in, and it seemed as if he was going to be able to, but in the end, the walls do come out from JorDan, and he's gonna be completely fine. Let's take a look at the map generation for both of these players, starting, of course, with blue player. Down the south, what do we get over here for Mr. JorDan? Well, we're gonna see that he's got the main gold in front of his DC, so this is not the best in that sense. He's got the main stone on the right hand side, so these resources are somewhat exposed, but it's not too bad. For the rest of the resources, we have a stone over here on the back, we have a gold over there on the back, we have a stone we have the secondary gold on the right hand side, so these are very far away for sure. And it's just going to be this gold and this stone that JorDan's going to have kind of safe for the time being. But for the time being, it's a very calculated expression because DauT is coming in with a trash over here that JorDan seems to be already aware of, and it's going to try and get extra walls around up. And this is made possible because of free town watch. Otherwise, he wouldn't have realized about this until the tower came up already. You gotta wonder, did DauT realize about that? You gotta account for those things, right? As a pro player. So DauT probably knew. JorDan's the end is going to get away with it, and for the most part, he's much closer to going after the castle age compared to DauT, but he's not going to be able to straight fast castle as he was hoping to. And here come the scouts, here come the villagers. DauT doesn't have enough resources to go for an extra tower just yet, and JorDan doesn't have the resources to click after the castle age just yet. Oh! Sneaky tower from DauT though! And take a look at this. How good is that? This is just out of vision, and there we go! Now he realizes. His house is going down over there to the scouts. Here comes DauT! Yes, sir! Here comes DauT! He's got the scouts over there. He's bringing the villagers back though. He's gonna try and get the walls up over here. The scouts are roaming around as JorDan still has not managed to click up to the castle age. DauT is in to get some good damage done over there. JorDan was trying to quick wall the scouts in but couldn't do it. And in the end, he gets pushed away from the wood. And because of the way that JorDan has gone for the walls, he doesn't have any safe wood lines. So eventually, if we are to see the red player bring a tower up around here, he will be able to push the villagers completely away from the wood line for JorDan as well. And now we see the scouts coming in against the spearmen. They do end up taking the spearmen down. Scouts still have enough HP to potentially take on some of the villagers. However, DauT doesn't seem to be paying too much attention over there. Let's take a look. Now he manages to prevent the scout from going down, and now he's going after the spearmen, and JorDan's still struggling to click up to the castle age. And Chico, look at that! DauT! He's got almost enough resources to click up himself. And here he comes, finally making use of the scouts. Ends up losing both these very weak ones as JorDan's unit control over there. And the awareness was incredible. He's able to defend himself against the scouts. However, here comes the tower. And JorDan knows about it. He's going to bring some villagers, the archers around the right hand side as well, to try and prevent the tower from coming up. However, DauT's got the scout over there. Just the one though. The skirmishers are out already for the red player, but they are completely out of position. So he cannot defend himself just yet. We'll see. Nice walls though. JorDan prevents DauT from ever finishing this tower, most likely. And the castle age is on the way for DauT as well, so in the end it's going to be an advantage of 26 seconds for the blue player. Only. There we are. In the end, DauT seems like he's going to finish building the tower, though. Well done. The skirmishers did end up buying the villagers enough space over here to batter the palisades down. And with the tower coming up, then, will DauT should be able to push JorDan's villagers away from the wool line for the time being, but it's not going to be the case permanently, of course. Now with the defense tower over here from JorDan, plus the fact that with Byzantines is about to get 30% extra HP on the tower over here. Obviously, DauT is not looking anywhere near as good. This is fantastic, though, from the red player. 3 out of 4 wood lines from JorDan are kind of denied, and this one, the only one that JorDan's got access to. That could potentially try to go after right away as well. However, he's got into the castle age, and it seems like he's going to try to keep on ramping the pressure up over here as JorDan's bringing the knight out. DauT's got camels on the way. Siege workshops coming up, so DauT's putting a lot of pressure over here. Seems to be much more comfortable in this position than defending. At the very least, this is what allowed him to get a favorable result in the previous matchup. Here we go. Yeah. Fantastic aggression from DauT. All that he's missing, and that's not gonna be the case for long, was the monastery, of course. And meanwhile, JorDan's managed to scrap enough resources to get a castle up. However, DauT's got almost enough stone to go for a castle of his own. This is actually very good. Very similarly to what we see when trashing. The player who goes for the tower first is going to give the other player the possibility of getting the tower in a better position. So now we could see, actually, because of JorDan going for his own castle over here first, we could see DauT potentially getting a better castle position himself beyond the range of the castle and still denying resources. Beautiful pressure, though. That's a lot of villages going down as DauT smiles upon the villages from JorDan. In the end, the blue player does come up. That gets pushed away from here, but still the red player is left in a better position. So let's take a look at this is what I was talking about. Take a look. If you take a look at the range of the tower in the castle from JorDan over here, you notice that DauT's tower is completely safe on the left-hand side, right? Even if we were to get block and arrow, fletching and block and arrow for JorDan. And not only that, for the red player, sorry, we could even see another tower come up over here. And that'll be beyond the range of JorDan's tower. He would still be able to push the villagers away. Even actually a farther tower would be even better as well. So in case we get fletching and blocking arrow, this tower from JorDan will still not have enough range, right? And oh, it's open on the left hand side though. And here come the camels. Here comes the monk as well. Let's check. Beautiful. Fantastic. And here come the villages from DauT. So where's the castle coming up? It's gonna try to bring it right up inside the walls from Mr. JorDan over here, and JorDan's realizing about it, going for some beautiful gates. There we go, and this castle, most likely not coming up. So JorDan instead, well, is just gonna be confined to playing defensive here. DauT keeps on building upon his lead. Finds himself about 12 workers ahead. Finds himself significantly further ahead as well in military count. Here comes Mr. DauT. Yeah, good defense for JorDan. It's been really good for the Bull player. He's been able to hold on over here despite all the pressure from DauT. In a way that allowed him to survive for the most part, but yeah, in the end is not going to be enough by the looks of it. JorDan's pressure, or actually DauT's pressure over here, still looking stronger than JorDan's defense. It's now a beautiful position over here for DauT, going for the wood on the left-hand side. He's going to keep villagers at hand in case he needs to repair the castle. So what does JorDan have left then? He's got this wood on the right-hand side, which we already established could potentially get denied by a single tower from DauT beyond the range of JorDan's own tower. And yeah, then what else? He's got this one, right? In between the TCs. It might not be available for much longer as now that's bringing the mangonel. He's got the castle over there, and the castle's taking this TC down, which is going to leave these villages exposed, of course. And that's done a really good job so far of recognizing the situation, denying the resources, and in the end, it seems as if it's going to just come down to wood control for JorDan. But yeah, of course, once again, that does need to go for one tower over here on the right-hand side just to push these villages away. Otherwise, it doesn't really work. So long as JorDan still has access to one of the wood lines, then DauT won't be able to seal this one. Still looking stronger though, mind you. Just feels like this could have been over already, but wow, JorDan calls a GG right there. Well, it's not necessarily surprising, of course. The military count over here is quite telling. DauT, with 15 military units, was looking much stronger, and his pressure was really, really good against JorDan. But yeah, the Bull player was doing pretty alright, surviving over there for a very long time. Let's take a look at the achievements. For military then, we get a better KD for DauT in the end. Surpassing 76, we see for economy. About 3,400 extra resource for DauT as well. There we go. And for society, we have a stronger, higher villager max count over here. And no villagers lost for DauT throughout the game whatsoever. Meanwhile, JorDan ended up losing about 8 units over here. Hey Manfred! Hi! Welcome back as well. Overall, pretty well played. DauT 1, JorDan 0. And here we are in game number 2 of the series so far. DauT 1, JorDan 0. Going for the civilizations as we usually do to start the game with. We're going to see that JorDan with Tatters is going to get free Thumb Ring, free part from Tactics. His Shepherds also collect about 50% extra food from herdables, and then in addition to that, he gets 2 additional sheep underneath each new ability he started in the Castle Age. And finally, Tatters get 25% higher damage against enemy units when fighting from higher elevation, while for the team bonus, they also get 2 extra line of sight on cavalry archer type units. DauT playing with Huns instead is going to begin with 100 less wood. Besides that, we also see 200 population support for Huns from the get-go, so that is good. And then on top of that, we also see 10 and 20% cheaper cavalry archer type units in the Castle and Imperial Age for DauT respectively, as well as 50% accuracy on trebuchets as opposed to 15%. All for the team bonus, their stables work 20% faster. So let's go and take a look at the map generation. Starting with the Bull player first, we'll see that JorDan's got the main goal towards the southeast. Here. We have the secondary goal on the back. Meanwhile, for the stones, we have 2 neutral stones. One on the right-hand side, one on the left-hand side. Looking pretty good. Meanwhile, taking a look at the map generation for Mr. DauT on the other hand. We'll have on the right-hand side the main goal. We have the secondary goal towards the left-hand side. And then we have the secondary goals over here. Well, both secondary stones actually, not golds over here. On the back for Mr. DauT, those are going to be in pretty good positions. And one thing that I do like for DauT a little bit better is that he's closer to the corner of the map compared to JorDan. So he could potentially make a play for the walls, going for something like from here to here, here to here. It'll be very, very greedy for him, but it would certainly allow him to protect his economy a little bit better, right? This would be extremely greedy, mind you. But it would be easy for him to pull something like this off compared to JorDan, who's going to be much closer to the center of the northwest side, right? Regardless though, and taking a look at what most likely we are going to see instead, I think we're probably going to see that go for something like from here to here, here towards the DC. It's going to be cheaper, right? Probably something like this as well in any case. But this doesn't really protect any of the golds, so not sure about that. JorDan's in a little bit of a better spot because of this potentially, right? We could see some walls from here to here, and then just from here to here and here to here, and he would already be able to secure 1 gold and 1 stone himself. So yeah. Villages on the way for both these guys. We have 19 workers for DauT. He's going to make a play for scouts over here with Hans. You're expecting to see that. Meanwhile, JorDan instead, playing with Totters. He's gonna make a play instead for Minotaurs and Archers. By the looks of it, he's already made the transition to gold. Yes. And he's got the militias coming out, so he's gonna be the first one marching on. He's gonna have the most pressure the earliest this game, while DauT instead is gonna have to wait until he gets to the village before he's able to start going for any military units, right? Before he starts going for the scouts. So yeah, walls are coming out for JorDan. And yeah, he is going for the walls we were suggesting. The right hand side, not so much. Down the south. There we go. The stable's coming out for DauT as he's the first one to get to the village. And here comes JorDan. But DauT, I don't think he's got vision of it yet, though. Yeah, JorDan's just roaming around in the shadows. Only revealing his scout. But DauT is taking precautions over here. I think he might have spotted the militias earlier with the scout anyway. So he's taking precautions. He's getting the quick walls up around the berries, around the wood lines over here as well. And he's gonna be fine. The scouts are coming out, and unless JorDan goes for Minotaurs, and honestly that's not something we are expecting to see unless he had gone for the third militia, then he's most likely not going to end up getting cleaned up by the scouts over here, and DauT's gonna be able to go for it and start putting some pressure. Yeah, good reaction over here for DauT. The player on the other hand though, back home, is not completely walled off just yet, but you can see already a layout for the potential wall coming out with a house over here connected to the tree. He's just gonna need to connect this to the northern forest, and then he's gonna be completely secure because the forest is actually touching the edge of the map. And here comes DauT, actually not even gonna try and fight JorDan's units off. Just waiting for a few more units to come out. Skirmishers on the way now to counter spear and camel, and archer type units. There we go. Yeah, overall, JorDan's units over here are still being a little bit of a nuisance for DauT. It's going to take some time for the red player to clean these units up. Very important for him to do it. Eventually, the archer is obviously going to take the villagers down, so he does need to come over, and he does bring the skirmishes over there. Good job. He's got the scouts as well. Notice how DauT does not want to over-invest over here, so he has not gone for too many extra scouts. Oh, it's open on the right-hand side. Doesn't seem like JorDan will be able to do too much over here anyway, though. The skirmishers are already getting too numerous for JorDan to fight against. DauT's pushing the militias away. Now he should be able to push the archer away, take the spearman down as well. The game is stabilizing for the most part, even if DauT ended up taking a little bit of heat over here from the archer. He hasn't fallen behind too much in terms of worker efficiency. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at the gather economy time. It's better for JorDan by 6 minutes. That is not a lot. Only about 120 extra resources or so. There we are. And it took some time, but the units for the most part got wiped out. The militia's going down to the scouts now, and of course the spearmen will eventually crumble to the skirmishers too. But now DauT is taking too long to defend himself over there, so he doesn't really have anything to work with anymore. If he comes forward, he's not going to have too much momentum. He's got just a few skirmishers over here, and JorDan has already gotten the walls up. So even if DauT had a little bit of stronger army, he wouldn't be able to come forward and do too much damage at all. Instead, the Bull players looking like he's gonna be the first one to go after the Castle Age, and DauT instead. Well, DauT's been struggling, right? Even though it seemed as if he didn't want to overinvest, he did end up going for extra scouts. He did end up going for a few extra skirmishers. He's got the archer, spearman on the way right now, so he's going for a little bit of everything. A little bit more of everything compared to before, and that puts him so far behind though to go after the Castle Age. Here we are. Fantastic. Now DauT's gonna try and reach through. Let's see. Very good defense for JorDan's. Reaction is swift. And DauT's still trying to break through. If the red player manages to come in over here though, this could be absolutely huge. And the scouts are taking to the house over there. Skirmishers trying to prevent JorDan from getting the extra house up. And here comes DauT. Needs to go after another one. It's gonna go after the northern one. However, JorDan's already been able to get this house up for the most part. The defensive tower over here is coming in just in time, and in the end, JorDan's able to successfully defend. Meanwhile, he's on his way to the Castle Age. He's got a counter push coming up, and that is a lot of archers coming in from JorDan. He was waiting until he clicked up to the Castle Age before bringing the units forward, and now he is. And that's 5 villages down already for DauT. Absolutely fantastic. Here we are. DauT is getting somewhat close to have enough resources to go out to the Castle Age himself as well. Not quite there yet though. Now JorDan's gotten up. He's managed to keep up in worker count for the most part, mainly by taking some of the villagers from DauT down, of course. That already kind of mitigates 5 out of 6 villagers worth of TC working time that it takes for you to research the Castle Age. So DauT's gonna be on his way to the next stage very soon. However, that will of course cause him to fall behind by about 5 workers. And while DauT was looking strong over here to potentially take the crossroads down, yeah, he's not really committed to it. Only now he's going to click out to the Castle Age. JorDan's looking great, guys. The crossbows should be able to take care of the skirmishes over there just fine. Should be able to take care of the scouts as well. He's got a strong enough amount of crosses over there to work with. Ideally, you'd want to go for ballistics as well. Right now, he doesn't have a university. Here we are. Beautiful. Yeah, there we go, and these crosses are finally getting cleaned up. Well, it should be for the most part, right? DauT? There we go. Starts paying attention now. That is not the only thing that DauT's gonna have to worry about, though. Now we have knights pouring in from JorDan. DauT is gonna be in the castle age in about a minute, but he's already falling behind by quite a bit in worker count in JorDan. JorDan's pressure over here is going to make whatever economy DauT's got left pretty inefficient. If you take a look at their economy time over here, JorDan actually struggled to keep up, interestingly enough, because of going up a little bit earlier and a little bit of a smaller economy. But from this point onwards, should be able to catch up, and you see that he's only 3 minutes behind. Very soon it's going to start pulling ahead, significantly so. And there we go, the crosses get cleaned up. DauT's coming forward. Trying to anyway. JorDan's got cavalry archers to work with. Remember, 25% extra damage when fighting from higher elevation. DauT instead. DauT's got 10% cheaper cavalry archer units. However, he's gonna make a play for knights. Interestingly enough, he's on only one stable. Well, he's got 2 archer ranges over here, so we'd probably expecting DauT to make a play for cavalry archers instead, and in the end, it's not going to be the case. Siege workshop on the way now for JorDan too, to defend himself with. He does have 3 archer ranges, so it's going to be full cavalry archer for JorDan. That means that DauT cannot really make a play for knights alone over here if JorDan is to ever get past 20 or so cavalry archers. A knight army for DauT would definitely crumble against JorDan's composition over here, or mono unit composition. So he needs the skirmishers. He's going for them. Good job in any case. Let's see if the red player can make anything happen with this momentum. Good realization for JorDan as well. He had overchopped over there, realized about it. Well done. Tries to get the walls up. He's gonna be able to. However, DauT, he's got the hill advantage. Could potentially try and get through the palisade. He's going to go for it. And where are JorDan's units? He's bringing a mangonel. Cavalry archers over here on the back and DauT. DauT's probably going to end up getting cleaned up. Now, interestingly enough, the red player is the only guy to go for a second DC right now. JorDan's gonna follow suit as well, but this may actually give DauT enough time to catch up a little bit in work count. We'll see. Here comes the red player. He's breaching through the walls already. He's coming up. Not quite. There was only 2 HP left on the palisade over there, but he realizes about the units from JorDan and tries to bail. He's gonna be careful. JorDan can just try and cut the skirmishers, sorry, by bringing the mangonel down the south. He's not realizing about it on time, so now the skirmishers are going to outpace the mangonel. Yeah, and in the end, DauT walks away from it. 30C on the way now for the red and blue players. Let's take a look. Yeah, good unit control over there for DauT, keeping the skirmishers forward, the knights in the back in case JorDan had managed to close the gap with the mangonel a little bit. And if we take a look at gallery economy time, it's still looking stronger for DauT, but it's not just stronger, it's stronger than it was before. So JorDan couldn't catch up despite being so much earlier to the castle age, despite having gotten the most villager kills this game. 6 villagers going down from DauT to JorDan's units. It's been a struggle for sure for the bull player. Yeah.
Hazır.
40C now on the way for DauT as well, and he's managed to completely catch up. In worker count. So from this point onwards, seems as if DauT finds himself in a pretty decent spot. Chatters, and talking about the matchup a little bit, are going to be the stronger civilization between these two, as we get access to camels, counter melee cavalry units with, and we get access to, you know, higher damage cavalry archer type units when fighting from higher elevation. Should put Taras in a better position, right? There's a great Mago shot! And that is another one. In the end, the mana is going down, but now without getting some damage done over here, the end DauT ends up pushing JorDan back into his base. And he's got a hold of the hill over here. This would be a fantastic position for DauT to potentially try and get a siege workshop out probably around here. There we go. Overall, DauT's still looking a little bit stronger over here, even though JorDan was the one putting the most pressure earlier. DauT's gonna make a play for cavalry archers himself. Doesn't have quite as many, but he does have a good amount of skirmishers. Meanwhile, JorDan's got nothing. No skirmishers, that is, right? And DauT's economy is looking stronger now. JorDan's managed to get enough stone to get a castle up very soon. DauT is getting very, very close to having enough to go for a castle himself. So JorDan's gonna try and take advantage of the hill at the center. Close to where I was hoping that was going to go for a siege workshop. And this will give JorDan actually very good control of the elevation over here, because we have this one ridge only for the most part. There we go. Beautiful. JorDan defends himself successfully against DauT, and DauT has got the stone to go for the castle. Where is he going to go for it, though? Seems like he's going to be the first one to get up to the Imperial Age, so... should be the first one to get access to trebuchets as well. Yeah, and the cast is coming up for DauT. This puts him in a very good spot. He's got the balance already he needed to go up to the Imperial Age. He's got the resources, so DauT should be on his way to the Imperial Age. Oh, okay. Never mind. Just getting a few extra units over here. Getting ballistics. Okay. I don't know about this. Good unit control over there for JorDan. In the end, ends up taking the mantle down. Meanwhile, DauT bring the villagers forward, though. Struggles to defend these. He's gonna have to go for a little bit of a more conservative castle compared to what he wanted to go for originally. But this castle should be coming up, right? Well, it's all going to depend on how well DauT plays his cards. He's gotta take the mantle down, and he does. Got the skirmishers over here to defend against cavalry archers, and he does. That seems like surely the castle is coming out for DauT. Well, he might have fallen behind the working count over here. Might have taken a few economy losses. Castle's coming up in any case, and he's still significantly earlier to the Imperial Age. If JorDan were to click up right now, that would still have enough time to get 2 trebuchets out before JorDan was able to get the first trebuchets out. Second cast is on the way, so JorDan at the very least will be able to outproduce the red player. But of course, it's going to require him to actually get to the Imperial Age first. There we go, the cast is up already for DauT. He's gonna keep on collecting stone quite heavily too, so we should be able to see a second caster coming out for the red player very soon. I'm kind of wondering right now though, given the fact that JorDan's for the most part have been going for Kashyyyks and cavalry archers, Tarkin seems like a pretty viable choice from DauT, right? He would need to go for Marauders. But then... yeah, he's got the Sables coming out, right? He needs to go for Marauders. And then try to make a play over here before JorDan ever gets access to heavy camels, for instance. Very nice push on the left-hand side, though. JorDan's getting a few villages over here. Well done. DauT, the only player to have lost villages this game, is going to go down to 20 villagers lost. There we are. Beautiful. Another castle's on the way now for JorDan as well. Meanwhile, DauT, it's got the churches already on the way, of course. The first one's coming out, and the second one's gonna be out before JorDan gets to the Imperial Age. So this should put DauT in a good position. Remember as well that Huns get 50% accuracy on trebuchet, so on a Trev war, they're going to come out on top, so long as JorDan doesn't get Timurrid Siegecraft. Nice bang on a shot. There we go. Remember, Timurrid Siegecraft's going to give Tatars access to Flaming Camel in the Imperial Age, as well as, I believe, 2 extra range on trebuchets. Be careful with the brackets over there, you might get spoiled because these games were originally made available yesterday. I'm just casting these now, as I couldn't provide coverage yesterday. And also to provide continuity to anybody who might be just keeping up with this through my YouTube channel. Castle crumbles now from JorDan. He's gonna be left on 2 castles. And I see no Tarkans though. No. DauT instead is going for full light cavalry. He's got forging on the way. So long as he's got a meat shield, any kind of meat shield, just to allow the cavalry archers to work more effectively out of, that should put still DauT in a very good spot. So let's see, he's taking a castle down. He's going after the TC over here. We still have 3 castles for JorDan. DauT is gonna have a little bit of a rougher time now that JorDan's research silk armor, which is going to give cavalry archers, light cavalry, and steppe lancer units extra armor. So you can see already that's going to be plus 1+1. So plus 5+7 total for JorDan's cavalry archers, making them significantly stronger, since DauT does not get access to ring archer armor whatsoever. So I would definitely like to see some Tarkans over here. But DauT seems to disagree. He's just gonna keep on going for the light cavalry, and once again, it could potentially work. It's not bad, right? So long as he's got a meat shield to work out of, then the cavalry archers are going to be more effective. But he's gotta make something happen before the game continues going, because the longer the game goes, the better it's gonna be for JorDan. Now we see Elite Kashyyyk coming in for JorDan. There we are. Crochet one down from JorDan as well, and it seems that the castle's going down. He's bringing a bunch of villagers over to repair. 2 churches left for DauT only. He's got 3 total, only 2 over here. No, he's got all 3. Civilization. There's the extra treasures coming out for DauT though. He's got 2 on the way, 3 on the way, 2 on the way now. There's one coming out on the left hand side. He's sending this one forward though. That's gotta be a mispick. No, he's sending that one over to target the next castle. So this one. Yeah, still holding up for the time being, and that's struggling to get a good engagement over here. Remember, these are dealing 25% higher damage when fighting from higher elevation, and they do have already silk armor. They're not heavy cavalry archers yet, but everything else should compensate for JorDan. Alright, Puppy Bunny! Good to see you again as well. Good to see you around. Hope you're gonna be able to stick around Twitch. Hopefully. Have a good one, man. There we go, the castle. Staying up for the time being, and finally we see Tarkan's on the way for DauT. There we go. Well, this is not ideal for DauT. He's given up on the treasures over here in order to go and try to get the raids going, and he might be able to get some damage done over here. How much actually? How many villagers do we have? Oh, that's actually a substantial amount of villagers. You know, he can only gather some 15 over here inside the TC. So a bunch are still going to be completely left exposed, and you can see that's a lot of villagers going down over here. DauT starting to bring the villager count from JorDan down quite a bit, and because JorDan's economy right now is very meager and he doesn't really have too many units queued up, he won't be able to replenish this population space with military units, which means that DauT is in the end going to be left in a much better position, right? Even if JorDan's got some momentum coming out through the center, he's got just C8 to work with. These are not heavy cavalry archers. He's got no siege to continue pushing over here. Just a big ball of cavalry archers, which is certainly deadly on its own, but it's not going to take the castles down. It's not going to take the fortifications, the defenses down from DauT. Castle gets denied over here, down the southeast from DauT. We're gonna keep on pushing elsewhere. It's got the one trebuchet. Always having to fight uphill. Very unfortunate for the red player, and that's exactly what JorDan wants to play this like, of course. But let's see. Beautiful. We have some raids coming in from DauT. Now he's got an Hussar as well, so it's looking a little bit stronger. Yes. So it's not just the right hand side anymore. That's actually holding on pretty well over here overall. Bringing a few extra units. And the thing that really sets DauT apart in this game is just his economy has been so much more efficient throughout the game. Earlier on, we took a look at the gallery economy time, looking better for DauT, despite the fact that he was the only player to have taken villager losses up until that point, but still, he was able to clutch it up. There we go. JorDan calls it GG. He gonna keep on holding anymore. DauT is on a roll. He has taken an MBL already. And a great set. Fantastic performance from DauT. And now he is taking on JorDan. 2-0 so far. We'll see what we get. For the next one, of course, let's go and take a look at the achievements for game number 2. We'll see a better KD for JorDan. About 5 to 4, a little higher than that. Economy, a stronger economy for DauT as well, collecting about 13,000 extra resources for society instead. it's going to be pretty even for villager max count. However, DauT was the player to get the most damage done over here. He ended up taking 90 villagers down from JorDan. He ended up losing about 61, so it was not the greatest performance for DauT in terms of protecting his economy, but he was still coming out on top compared to JorDan, for instance. And welcome everyone then to game number 3 in the second set. This is the second out of 3 sets. Remember, after this one, we are going to have JorDan versus MBL. Taking a look at the civilizations, we'll see that the blue players got Aztecs, red players got Mongols. So Aztecs for JorDan, Mongols for DauT. For the blue player civilization, the Aztecs will get 11% faster training military units, except for monks. Monks will, however, get instead 5 extra HP for each monastery technology that they research. Besides that, we'll see that JorDan gets with Aztecs villages can carry 3 extra resources per trip. We'll see in addition to that also for the Aztecs, for the team bonus, 33% faster gold income from relics. Hey Tenfrick! Hi, welcome. Hope we're doing alright. Taking a look at DauT civilization on the other hand, with Mongols is gonna get 40% faster working. Hunters is gonna have 30% extra HP on light cavalry hussar, step lancer line units, as well as 25% faster attacking cavalry archer type units. Besides that, we see for the Mongols also for the team bonus 2 extra line of sight on scout type units, and that's going to summarize both these civilizations. Moving on to analyze the map generation and starting with Mr. JorDan, what do we get? We're gonna get the main goal on the back for him. He's got the secondary goal on the right hand side. And then the stones, we have the main stone down the south, secondary stones on the left hand side. This one is going to be a neutral one, to be fair. But it should be pretty easy for him to defend himself as well, just going for some walls from here to here, and he's already been going for the wall layout in front, and then something like from here to here and here to here, then towards the edge of the map should allow him to secure the stone, the gold, the berries even, right? And not so much the wood lines, but it's unlikely we're gonna see too much pressure come up from DauT, for instance, to push JorDan away from the wood lines, for instance. I think this is all going to be about gold control, as is often the case, of course. Taking a look at DauT's map generation on the other hand, what do we get for the red player? We're gonna have the main gold towards the northeast. Pretty safe, very close to the TC. We have the secondary gold over here towards the south. Main stone is on the right hand side, secondary stone is towards the south over here. So a bunch of exposed resources actually for Mr. DauT. If he does end up going for walls from here to here, potentially even closing himself in front like this, that'd be a little bit greedier compared to what JorDan would be able to go for the same cost, but that would be able this way to secure some of these resources. In the end, it's not going to be so much about the starting resources, but it's going to be more so about the center hill control. Yeah, they're just there ready for DauT. Still on the way now for DauT. Oh, the misplay over there though. He pulled the villagers out a little bit too early to go for the house. Yeah. There we go. Still was coming out. So scouts on the way. And JorDan instead, JorDan's gonna go for a straight fast castle play over here, of course. Going for a 4 castle, Eagle Warriors would be absolutely fantastic for JorDan. Not necessarily what we'll see. He has not made a play for stone yet, for instance. come the villagers from DauT though. He's gonna try to put some pressure. This is something that usually on this map you see the players go for a little bit earlier. Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, this is something that you definitely would want to do significantly earlier. DauT, if he was going to make a play for the fuelage, he definitely would have wanted to go forward first. See if the walls were already up and then send villagers, so the walls were coming up while he was trying to make a play for the fuelage, then send the villagers, so by the time he gets to the fuelage, he's already able to start going for the towers. This is taking too long. Might be able to get the tower up over there, yes. Take a look at this, but he's going to be visible. Staying within the line of sight to JorDan. And doesn't seem like he'll be able to prevent JorDan from fast castling over here. We'll see. The goal is safe, right? We have a different wool line over here for JorDan as well to work with, and another one over here. But for the time being, he is disrupting JorDan's economy a little bit. There we go, the tower comes up. That's gonna come in a moment. Gonna try and get more towers up eventually. Not quite. Not quite! DauT pushes the villagers away from JorDan. JorDan gets a little bit of movement time from the villagers over here. A little bit of idle time. And gets immediately back to work. Well, DauT instead is just gonna start collecting some gold. And, well, take a look at the resources. JorDan, he is not going for any of the buildings that he needs to go out to the castle age, so DauT's push over here in the end was actually a lot more successful than I thought it was going to be. Meanwhile, the red player, he's got already one building from the fuel age, and I imagine that's gotta be the blacksmith. Oh no, the stable, of course, he was going for scouts. The blacksmith's coming up right now to be the second building that will allow him to click up. Meanwhile, JorDan, yeah, JorDan should be on his way up very soon as well. And it's actually not going to be that much faster compared to DauT, you know? Yeah, it's amazing. Overall, looking pretty good. DauT should be able to click up to the castle age, and he will. JorDan will still find himself ahead by exactly 27 seconds, actually. So about a villager worth of DC working time or so. Yeah, this is pretty good. DauT ended up getting the most idle TC time from both these players, so that explains why he's going up a little bit later, yet he doesn't have any extra villagers. Vertical upgrades looking pretty comparable for both these players, and JorDan has not been collecting stone whatsoever, so what is the plan over here for the bull player? Here we go. Yeah, so it's gonna be there in about 10 seconds for JorDan. DauT. About 25 seconds away still. And what do we see from JorDan? Pikeman. Scale mail armor right away. Second TC. Coming out right next to the stone. He's got enough stone, although not enough wood to go for an extra TC just yet. This tower is absolutely fantastic for DauT. In the end, though, it's going to go down. JorDan should be able to take it. And DauT DauT definitely will want to try and secure center control over here. If he could make a play for stone, that'd be ideal as well. He's playing Mongols too, so you're expecting them to be going for Mangalay at some point in time, right? But he's not collecting stone whatsoever, despite the fact that he's got some stone over here back home. Alright. Now it's going for the Mangonel. I still like this position though, it's not too bad. After all, you know, if DauT can prevent JorDan from getting to the center, and by having the siege workshop forward, the stable forward over here, he'll be able to put pressure, right? Might be able to come out on top this game, we'll see. He's bringing a Mangonel now, in addition to the Step Lancers, in addition to the tower over here. JorDan tried. I thought about the prospect of JorDan going for the TC in this location. I didn't talk about it because I thought it was going to be too risky still. And in DauT, yeah, DauT has proven that's actually the case. So he might be able to come in, guys. There we go. The house foundation goes down. The pikeman upgrade is only now coming out for JorDan. He was going for it earlier. I think he canceled it. And now he's got 6 spearmen, 7 spearmen, and no pikemen whatsoever. And here comes DauT. He's gonna try to come in right away with the Step Lancers. He can attack. Double row. Not really targeting the units too much just yet, and very good attack round over there for DauT. We have 2 barracks already for JorDan. DauT's trying to come in. He's raiding down the south, getting some villagers down. One down for sure. Another one going down to the Mangonel. And JorDan actually released the mill over there to try and come in. But he's gotta be careful. So long as DauT's paying attention to his units, should be able to take the pikemen down with the Mangonels. And this is huge! The Mangonels do not even need to make way for the shots. So the Mangonels do not even need to make way for the Step Lancers to come in and take the units. He's just taking the units down with the Mangonels themselves. And now we still have 2 over here for DauT, who is still ahead in working count despite the fact that JorDan's the only player with the 2nd TC, and he could potentially go after the TC with the Mangonels over here, to be honest. What does JorDan have to defend himself with? I don't see a defensive siege workshop whatsoever, so no defensive Mangonels. Just pikemen over here. Monk. Somewhere. Yeah, and DauT's pressure is absolutely fantastic. He's gonna keep on going for more, by the way. He's got 3 Mangonels. Third one is inside the siege workshop, and the Step Lancers are coming up. Extra Step Lancers, of course. And notice how DauT's trying to bait these pikemen into the range of the Mangonels. At the same time, he tries to get the TC down over here. JorDan's gotta be careful. DauT's position over here is looking very strong, and this might just be clean sweep over here for the Lord once again. We'll see. This is taking a lot of damage. Where is third Mangonel? Third Mangonel is coming out. JorDan was able to get the TC up over here in the end, but the Mangonel is putting pressure over there now as well. Well, at the very least it should. There we go. DauT's paying attention now. Nice shots. Nice shots! And here comes the final engagement. This is going to be the final one though. The pikemen are going down. It's not even close, and that's going to be the final engagement indeed. As JorDan cannot make anything happen against DauT's 4 units over here. In the end, we're going to see a 3-0 series for DauT against JorDan to get a 2nd series win over here and come out first in the replacement qualifier. I guess that would technically make him 9th, right? Of all the people who participated in the qualifiers. Not too shabby. And JorDan Well, JorDan's gonna be facing MBL next. And of course, that's going to define who comes up second in the series. We'll take a look at it after going through the achievements. And that's KD for DauT. Getting very, very close to 4-1. For economy, we have stronger economy for DauT as well. Just barely, mind you, about 200 extra resources only. The work count was, in the end, higher for DauT. Although JorDan produced the most units, he ended up taking the most losses, of course, as well. So, well played, DauT. In a fantastic position.